Hello ladies, welcome to my channel. This is Polkis and this is gonna be episode number 1 for the money series. We're starting this whole money series here. I already have one money series in Spanish, so if you want to check it out, you can go and check in the playlist. It's called Serie de Dinero and everything is in Spanish. There's over 35 videos about talking about money, and there is other series too. So if you're new to my channel and you resonate with English, stay, and if you want to listen to this in español, vayan a ver el otro play. Okay ladies, so today we're going to be talking about, of course, money and feeling scared or being afraid of having money. So today I want to ask you something, and it's, are you scared of having money? And why? Why are you scared of money? Why are you scared of being rich, or why are you scared of being a millionaire? And we're gonna go a little bit in depth. The first question will be really sitting down with yourself and asking this question: why am I scared of money? And usually when we are scared of something, or we feel like this kind of fear towards something, is because it's unknown. We don't know it yet. We don't understand it. For example, if you go to another country and they just put you in the street and they speak a completely different language, you don't know where the store is, what the whole transportation system works like, then you're gonna feel scared, right? Because it's unknown. Anything unknown makes us scared. The body and the nervous system is alert, is sending an alert, you know, a notification to your brain that, hey, this is something new, therefore you shall be scared because you don't understand it yet. So first, let's acknowledge ourselves and have compassion for ourselves that, hey, maybe I'm scared because I don't know it and I don't understand it, but that's the current situation, and in the future, and I'm gonna start working on it, I'm gonna update these beliefs and I'm not gonna be scared of having money anymore because I'm gonna make everything possible to understand it. So how can we do this? First of all, thank you for watching this video, because I feel that women need to talk more about money and normalize it, because it's like a taboo. If you really think about it, when you want money, we feel this type of shame. And because we feel the shame, we do not want to talk openly about it with our partners or spouses or parents or friends. And of course, there is always that broke friend that you cannot even talk money about it. We know, like, this person is just closed-minded, everything is triggering, and we're going to be talking about friendships and money in another episode, because that's a whole 2-video one. But the thing is that we don't talk about it enough to where you don't really get to discover it, understanding it, and really learning about money. And the only way you can learn about something is to actually learn it, to understand it, to read about it, to talk about it, and to ask questions about it. Of course, right? Like if we go to school, we don't know anything, but once we start talking about it, once the professor starts teaching it and you start doing exercises and work around this thing that you're learning, then at the end of the semester, you're going to be like, oh, I know it, I understand it. And that's why we have to talk about money. And that's why I'm here. I'm your money bestie. So I have taught money, as I say, over 30 videos over there in my here in my YouTube channel in Spanish, and I hosted a master class about money. That one is in English. I'll link everything in the description below. I also life coach around money to women, and I also learn about money every day. So the first step is understanding why are you scared, being okay with it, knowing the first sign of change. Step number 1 is awareness. Okay, I'm scared of money. Understanding that you don't talk about it enough, you don't have a circle of friends or that person that you can be comfortable talking about money, about how much you make, how can ask this person about how she's investing or he's investing. So knowing that. Second, we're going to decide that this is going to change. If you're watching this video, it's because you probably want to be rich and you want to be a millionaire, or maybe you are already and you just freaking love learning and talking about money from different perspectives. So there is already a common thing, right? We love money, we want money, we need money. So when we think, okay, I'm gonna decide, that I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna decide that I wanna be rich, it's already a decision. And when we make a decision, we're gonna take aligned action to change that. Being poor or being rich is a freaking decision. And many people just want to be the victim because they were born in poor families, and that's their freaking life excuse to stay broke and be poor the whole life. And being rich is also a decision. We hear about many cases of people that had nothing and started from scratch in the backyard or in someone's garage, and they have become billionaires and create all this wealth around them and for their future generations. And also there's people that were born rich and lose it all, right? Lost all the family fortune because they just did not care about it, or they chose a different path. And of course, there's poor people that stay poor because it's a freaking choice. When you're a kid, there is no choice, right? We don't choose to like the family, and we don't choose, I'm gonna be broke in this family. But once you're an adult and you're conscious and you're willing to learn and you're capable of learning and changing and making different decisions, then that's on you. And if you're watching this video, girl, you're in the right place. As I say, I was born and raised in Guatemala. And of course, I come from a poor family. There was always around so much scarcity around us, the way that I was raised, the country, the beliefs, the school system, everything collectively apported to my limiting beliefs that I couldn't make money, that money and being rich was just not for me, or the type of woman that I am, or the type of little girl that I was. Like, that just doesn't happen to me, right? And then when I moved to the US at 15, imagine more limiting beliefs. I'm an immigrant. I look different than the people here. I don't speak English. I need to learn English. I need to work twice as hard because everybody in the US, if you're Latina, if you're Latino, we're conditioned to work so hard, and we are kind of like collectively putting ourselves in these blue collar jobs or other type of jobs. And it's a choice. If we see this as we put ourselves as victims and as, let me keep those limiting beliefs, then you're gonna stay there. Of course, you have the choice and you have the power to stay there, or you have the power to be like, hey, all these things that make me different are the things that I'm gonna use as a tool and as leverage to freaking accomplish what I want, my true desires and whatever my heart desire. And I'm here, I'm a goddess, and I came to live the best life possible, regardless whoever, whatever looks I have, whatever language I speak. On the contrary, I'm bilingual. I'm gonna make twice the money. Why? Because I have two set of skills, two languages. So when you start seeing your disadvantages or things that make you different as an actual advantage, and you can use it as leverage to profit, then that's a win. But everything comes from tapping from your goddess power. And that's something that you definitely have. All women are born with this amazing power, which you need to tap into it. Okay, so now that you notice, okay, why am I scared of money? You ask yourself, second, you decide, I'm gonna be freaking rich and a millionaire. Then what's the next step? We're gonna start learning about money. You have to start learning about money. You cannot become something if you don't understand it, if you don't speak the language about it, if you don't practice what you learn, if you don't actually embody the rich woman. And I'm gonna do another episode where we're gonna talk about the rich vibe or the millionaire girl like energy, because everything is an energy. How we're gonna start learning about money, of course, is talking about it. Learning books about it, reading or listening to audiobooks about money. I'm gonna make another episode with 10 books to become financially literate for women, and these books are amazing. By now, I think I have like over 40 books that I can recommend, but I'm gonna make videos like 10 each video, you know, so it's not overwhelming. If you speak Spanish and you want to know it now, then that video is already existent in Español. It's called Los 10 Libros de Dinero. You can go watch it over there. And okay, so we're gonna start doing it. We're gonna start listening to podcasts about money. We're gonna start learning about the stock market. If you're interested in that, you're gonna start learning about the market in general and how the system of the country that you are works. We need to understand how the system works so you can understand it. You can see how it can work for you. It's not against you, okay? Like many people think that the country is keeping you poor, the country is taking it away, but that's not the reality for everyone. Unless you live in a communist country, then I don't think you should be watching that, because I don't know if the Wi-Fi allows it. You know what I mean? So if you're in a country and then there is rich people there, there is proof that there are rich people there that somebody has made it, then that means that the path is there. You just have to take that path. It's not going to be easy. I'm not saying that anything is easy, of course not. But you can see, right? Like there is nothing stopping you. Your boss is not stopping you. Your partner is not stopping you. The country is not stopping you. What's stopping you is you and the limiting beliefs that you have and the knowledge that you're lacking about money. And that's why this money series is for you girls, because we need to start talking about it, and I'm your money bestie. So we're gonna listen to podcasts, we're gonna listen to all these audiobooks to really understand how rich people work, how rich people think, what they do, what are their habits, because these people that are millionaires, we don't have the same habits or the same thoughts and the same beliefs as other people that are not reaching that level of success. And I'm not saying that money is everything and money makes us these goddesses or whatever, but it's a vibe, it's an energy, and it's something that you can work towards too. Also, finding mentors or friends that know about it, and even though they're not rich, they're interested in learning and they're going into that wealth path as well. I taught a money master class in English like 2 months ago, and I had girls join the class. I did PDFs. It's 2.5 hours talking about money, the energies of money. And when you put yourself in these vibrations or in these circles of women that are learning something, that they want this wealth for their life and their kids, it's so amazing and so uplifting, and you actually feel seen. It's gonna feel a little weird at the beginning because, as I say, we're not so used to talk about money. But when you find this circle of friends, it's just amazing. So I'm gonna link the masterclass below. It's pre-recorded. You can go watch the replay. And in the masterclass, it comes in a package. It has other abundance tools that you can start using to manifest money. And it's so freaking good. So I recommend it. So learn the language of money. If you really think about money, or people that talk about money, there is a certain vocabulary or lingo. So you need to start getting comfortable pronouncing these words, pronouncing higher amounts of money, and understanding the lingo of wealth, right? Learning the names of things, the stock market, learning about the different type of stocks, dividends. I want to learn about investments, either real estate, and real estate has its own lingo. And wealth and abundance, and the spiritual side, the energetic side, the metaphysical side of money has like a different lingo. So once you start getting familiar with the lingo of wealth, money, and energy about money, then your vocabulary is just going to expand. And remember, the words have power, and when you start pronouncing these words and being comfortable talking about it, you're sending a signal to the universe that you're ready to understand wealth, that you're training, that you're ready to receive more wealth. So that's what you have to do to start learning about money. My journey with learning about money, oh my God, it started like years ago, because as I say, I graduated as an engineer, mechanical and petroleum engineering, and it took me like 7 years to finish this degree. And because when I moved here, I knew a little bit of English, and then I finished high school, and then I went right into college. And I didn't really know or was at a level that I can start right away. So it took me a long time, whatever. But in engineering, they teach you how to solve problems, think critically, and all these formulas and softwares. And I really love it. I am an engineer by heart and always will. But the downside of this degree, or my experience in college, was that I did not learn anything about the stock market, the system, or investments, or portfolios, or anything about money and budgets, like how to create a budget or a spreadsheet, whatever, like about money. I didn't learn that. And I don't know, maybe in other degrees they teach it, but they teach it in a way that they train you to go to be someone else's employee. And I'm not saying the school is bad, on the contrary, like it really opened a lot of doors for me, especially me being an immigrant, first generation, everything literally. Like I'm the first generation, first graduate, first like professional in my family on both sides, first millionaire, first everything. Like if you can imagine everything, like the black sheep, in my case, I'm a gold sheep, then that will be me. That's Polkis. So it was a choice when I was working and I noticed that I was not vibing or resonating with the vibe or the energy of working in a corporate job. I'm like, this is not me. I don't like it. I don't like all these rules and be like a prisoner of this job. I really have so many ideas that I want to accomplish. I just need to be free out of here. And I have all these business ideas. I was an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur by heart. I just didn't have the choice. For me, that was the best choice back then. Freshly moved from Guatemala, okay, I'm gonna get an education, and I made the right choice. But it was up to me to learn about money. So once I was working, I remember I always will have my AirPods with me, listening to podcasts, and that's when I started really listening to all these audiobooks about money. Oh my God, the amounts of books and information that I have consumed about money are insane. I really made a decision to learn about money, to understand it, because we had the opportunity to join with my husband, back then boyfriend or fiance. Now we're married and have a baby. She's 18 months. But I saw an opportunity to become an investor, but I was not knowledgeable about it. I was super triggered when big amounts of money will come up, or all this lingo and information, and I had so many questions that of course he taught me, he helped me, but it was up to me in my own will and choice to start learning about money. So that's how I started, and it's been like 5 years me learning about money, and now I teach it because of course through experiences, through all the investments that we have made in businesses, and now my new career as a life coach, then I'm like, okay, no, I see something, I have crack the code and I need to teach it back. You have to learn about money, and it's you. Nobody's gonna come and teach you, and I can teach you here in a video and talk about it, but it's up to you to go buy those books, or to sign up for that master class, to sign up with that coach, to sign up, go, you know, have a coffee with a friend that is rich and you want to know why and how. Like, teach me how. You know, don't use triggers. When you get triggered by some other girl living her best life, don't get triggered. And even if you do, use the trigger as curiosity. What is she doing that I'm doing differently? How come she's having that freedom and abundance? What has taken her to accomplish that? So when you use your triggers as fuel for curiosity to change your life in your own way, that's powerful, instead of being triggered and everybody's just rich. And Number 4, or the next topic of how can you start decoding that fear or getting rid of this fear around money, is you need to remove negative and broke words from your vocabulary. If you know by habit, we already go and say, I cannot afford that. If you go to an expensive store or an expensive restaurant, or you want to sign up for a course online or change your career and you want to do something, a vacation, whatever it is, by nature, you're going to go like, I am broke and I can afford that. That's so expensive. I don't have money for that. So what is your subconscious telling the universe? I'm a very metaphysical person. I really love the universe. I do believe in all this attraction because it has worked wonders for my life. So I do believe in the fact that you're putting that vibration out there and telling the universe, I cannot afford it. And guess what's going to happen? Of course, you cannot afford it because you do not have money and probably won't. So we have to start reframing these thoughts and these words that you're expressing, and the words that are coming out of your mouth, to curiosity. How can I afford this? What can I do, or what would it take to afford this, to buy this, to invest in this business, or to invest in this vacation? Because once you discover that, and you have the power to really reframe and transform those negative broke, literally like broke be words. I can afford that, it's too expensive, I don't have money. Chill down, reframe it. How can I make more money to get that? What can I do to buy that? What can I change in my savings, or what other business can I do? How can I manifest more money? So when you approach the situation from a curiosity point, it's freaking gold, literally. So we're gonna start removing those broke words from your vocabulary, and the next time you want to say something, or you tell your children or your little brother or your friend, like, no, I can't buy it for you, it's too expensive, don't dare you ask for that. What are we teaching our children? That we're their only source, and that there is no abundance, because you're literally shutting down their dream of, there, I can afford that for you, therefore you cannot have it. So don't crush your children's dreams by your limiting beliefs or being broke and staying broke. You need to start transforming those generational courses and make sure you're the one that is breaking the cycle of poverty and scarcity in your life. When you tell your child that you cannot afford it and that therefore she can have it, she's gonna adapt that as her new belief. And when she's older, she's gonna continue with that cycle that we're broke, I was raised broke, I never had anything, and I'm not gonna even give permission to myself to buy it. So let's break that. And the next time, even if you really only have $1 or not even $1 in your bag, tell your kid, what can we do to like buy it? Maybe you can help me this weekend, or create some imaginary thing, something that it will inspire the thing to be creative of ways of how she can help you to get at least $5, or what can we do? Maybe you can have it, maybe not today, but we'll figure out a way. Right? It's not fake promising, it's literally letting the child know that there is abundance. You are not her source, you're not her only source. She has God, the universe, angels, her guides, same as you. You also have all this support and abundance out there waiting for you to tap into your divine goddess to manifest it, to really get everything that you desire. And girl, I'm here to talk about it, to teach it. So that comes also with gratitude. Gratitude for what you already have. Ladies, every morning that I wake up, I am grateful for everything that I have. There is no day that I don't say thank you, universe, thank you, angels, thank you, spiritual guides. I thank my husband for being awesome. I thank my baby, even though she's 18 months, they understand. And I talk to her only in Spanish, but I tell her, gracias, mami. Thank you, mami, for being so good. You're such a good baby. You're so happy. You're so healthy. Thank you for helping mama, because you're amazing. And when you spread this gratitude around you, you're just going to become magnetic. Magnetic with the people around you, magnetic with all the abundance and magic that is happening in the universe. And that's how you're going to get more, because you're enjoying what you already have. We all know that girl, that woman, that person that it's always complaining and always noticing what she doesn't have. Don't be that girl. This girl is toxic. We don't want to be around this person, because even though you give her something, it's never enough. And we don't want to put this vibration out there. So girl, that was the video for today, episode number 1. In episode number 2, or in the next video, we're going to be talking about limiting beliefs. What are they, and how can we start decoding them, noticing them, being aware about them, and how can we start transforming? Because we're here to really transform and live our best life. Thank you, goddesses. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share with a friend. Girl, because once one woman wakes up, she can help many wake up. Also, all the information about life coaching, my masterclass online, the money series in Spanish, I have a manifestation course in Spanish. All the information is going to be in the description box below. Love you, girls, and see you in the next one. Adios.